All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever time you're tuning into this, just make sure that it is good. My name is Game Boy Rob, and today I have built something silly. I have built a silly deck for you silly people to play this silly game on. All right, what have we built today? Today we have built my two favorite regions to mix, which are Shadow Isles and Bilgewater. Today I decided I had a dream. I had a vision. I had a goal. My vision, my dream was to make sharks rally. The idea behind this deck is to get Shark Chariot onto the board early into the game, and then through the likes of Monkey Idol, generate lots of ephemerals, and then attack with ephemerals multiple times in one turn. Now you might be thinking that doesn't make any sense. There's a reason you can't do this, and that's because ephemerals die when they hit the enemy nexus, right? If I generate a Monkey Idol, or I'm sorry, if I generate a Powder Monkey and I attack with it and it summons the sharks, they all die when they strike. You can't rally because once you've used them, they're all gone, right? And I mean, you're correct. And one way around this is to generate two saplings with the likes of Blighted Caretaker, only attack with one of them and then rally. But no matter how you go about that, you're missing out on value, right? That's where Bilgewater comes in. That's where this card comes in, Playful Trickster. This is Fizz's champion spell. Even in Fizz decks, you almost never use this card. Playful Trickster solves this problem. When you attack with an ephemeral unit, it summons the sharks. If you play Playful Trickster, you can take that ephemeral unit back out of combat, let the sharks hit, and then rally and attack with it again. That's the idea behind this deck. That's what we're trying to pull off. Now, what else does this synergize with? This synergizes with Thresh in a way that you might not think about. One of the biggest problems Thresh has is the fact that he tends to level up when he attacks, right? So you attack with Thresh, a bunch of units die, and Thresh levels up, but then you don't have an attack token, and you can't use his level 2 to get your other champion out because he's leveled up, but you've already attacked. This solves that problem as well. If you attack with Thresh and then rally after he's leveled up, you can swing again and get a nutty attack. Now, who do we want to summon with Thresh? Well, this is an ephemeral deck. It's a shark deck. We want to summon Hecarim. So the idea here is that Thresh attacks, he levels up, we rally, we attack with Thresh again, he pulls out Hecarim, Hecarim comes out, Hecarim summons his ephemeral boys, the ephemeral boys summon the sharks, and it's just crazy. It's just craziness when it all lines up properly. We are only running 2 copies of Playful Trickster because it is a very situational card. Unlike Relentless Pursuit, you can only cast this during an attack, during your own attack. You can't just use it on your opponent's turn after they've tapped themselves out and just rally in their face. You can't do that. You can only rally after you're already attacking. However, we are running 2 copies of Citrus Courier as our alternate rally condition. Now, he does need plunder, but due to things like Monkey Idol, we are plundering fairly often. At the end of the curve, we are running one copy of the Harrowing in case they do manage to survive all of our stuff. If we can't rally and we can't get the combos going, we just play Harrowing, we summon an ephemeral Hecarim and wipe our opponent, right? Standard stuff there. The beginning of our curve is 3 copies of Jagged Butcher, mostly for the stats. This deck, ephemerals and sharks in particular, have a weakness of defense. Shark Chariot can't block for some reason. So when you play Shark Chariot on turn 2, you immediately put yourself on the back foot, right? Because your opponent will play a 2-drop that doesn't die at the end of turn, and you will have played a 2-drop and essentially just done nothing, maybe 3 damage to their face. So from the rest of the game on, after you've played the Shark, you are going to be trying to recover that board state. So Jagged Butcher helps us out with that. We're running Oblivious Islanders, just 2. To help us, mostly because they're kind of free. If you have a Shark Chariot in your hand and you play Oblivious Islander, you're kind of just getting a 1 mana 2/1, and then Shark Chariot is only 1 mana, so it's kind of just like a 0 mana 2/1, again, helping us get that tempo advantage back. He can also help us be a way to enable Cursed Keeper. Giving Cursed Keeper Ephemeral is great. The other thing that Oblivious Islander does is it makes well, it makes Citrus Courier cheaper sometimes, which can be really fun. It can make Hecarim 1 cheaper and give himself Ephemeral, and that's great stuff. But mostly Oblivious Islander allows us to get that tempo advantage back out, and also it gives something ephemeral. It gives something ephemeral that wouldn't otherwise be ephemeral. For instance, a Cursed Keeper, and then when you play that card and you attack with that card, it will summon the Shark Chariots. So that's another way of summoning Shark Chariot, which is another thing you need to keep in mind for this deck. We're running 3 Glimpse Beyonds because it's a Shadow Wilds deck and we run little things. So like Glimpse Beyond is always going to get us value. Stalking Shadows, this is going to help us find our sharks. This Stalking Shadows has made Shark Chariot a much better card because Shark Chariot decks tend to need Shark Chariot out in order to get their value, and we are definitely one of those decks. Stalking Shadows helps us dig down, find a shark. If we find a shark, we'll get 2 sharks, and they're the same, you know, because they're both just going to be ephemeral, so that's really great. We're running 3 copies of Vile Feast and 3 copies of Black Spear as our interaction. In case you didn't know, Black Spear just got buffed. It deals 4 damage now, so that can be pretty good. We're going to have a lot of unit deaths, so Black Spear can get in a lot of value. Blighted Caretaker is in our deck. Just because this is one of our only other means of interacting with our opponent. Getting Challenger Ephemerals to A, summon sharks, and B, take away our opponent's units is always good. And yeah, that is the deck list right there. I hope you guys enjoy this. I am really proud of this deck. It's not tier 1 by any means, but it might actually be tier 2. It's stronger than it looks, and I would love to show you guys exactly what I mean. So without further ado, here we go. Okay, and what do you know? Our first game is against the deck, or a variant of the deck, that I showcased yesterday in my video. We don't want to keep any of these in our opening hand. We don't want to keep Blighted without some sort of target for it. We want to find our sharks. Jagged Butcher is fine. This is good. Now we are going to drop Jagged Butcher on turn 1. We're not going to try to get the plunder effect with this hand. Alright, we're going to drop the shark on turn 2. And from here on in, we're going to get value, right? We're going to attack with both. Going down, dropping a unit to 1 health against a dragon deck almost never matters. Obviously, now these two can trade. But it's single combats and that sort of thing. Don't care how much, if you have 1 health or 2. So making that trade is fine. All right. On our next turn, we are going to drop Shark Chariot again, which will summon the first Shark Chariot. And we're going to get rolling. Okay, we see a Shyvana, who is bugged from both points of view, which is interesting. Now this Black Spear is going to get us some pretty good value here. I imagine he's going to block this with Shyvana. Oh, okay. He's going to block that with Shyvana. Ooh, why would he block this? That's fascinating. I don't understand why he would block that. Now, Black Spear is kind of use it or lose it. It only works after a unit has died, so we may as well take Shyvana down while we can. Sharp Sight. Okay. I'm still not sure why he would block that. I'm not sure what the point of that was. When we see Shark Chariot number 3, we are going to drop Thresh. We're going to drop Thresh. I imagine he'll challenge the Abomination with this Screeching Dragon. On our next turn, we're going to drop the 3rd Shark Chariot. Maybe after going for Stalking Shadows. We'll see. We'll see how it lines up. If I top deck a Playful Trickster, I will be super happy. We don't find that. We find Vile Feast. Okay. I'm pretty sure the play here is just to drop the Shark Chariot. So that's what I'm going to do. That's almost too many. That's almost too many sharks. if such a thing is even possible. So we're gonna attack with this Shark Chariot, and it's gonna summon, and we'll attack with a total of 3 ephemeral sharks. He's gonna concerted strike it. Okay, which will actually level up Shyvana, so we have to kill Shyvana first. So we're not gonna get the ephemerals out this turn. Which is okay. We're also not going to be able to deal with that Screeching Dragon. In fact, Thresh is probably gonna die to it, which is unfortunate. But there's nothing we can do about it. We might actually just trade it now, while he doesn't have much mana. Yeah, that is unfortunate. Yep, we're just gonna take our 1 damage and we'll trade these together. I imagine he would have done the same thing on his next turn. So we'll just take that out. We have another Thresh, just waiting.
We wear red to honor the fallen.
Now we have 3 dead Shark Chariots in our graveyard, in our Runeterra graveyard here, yeah? So as soon as we play this Stalking Shadows and we get an ephemeral copy of whatever unit we can find, we'll be in a really good spot. We're probably going to drop Thresh this turn, but I'd like to wait until after he attacks, because I want my Thresh to be at full health if I can. Well, actually, now I'll play him. Is that in his deck? No, Egghead Researcher created that card. Okay. It's pretty spooky.
There's nowhere to hide.
I'm gonna play this now. And there's no reason not to play this one. I'm not going to play the ephemeral one now, because I want to play the ephemeral one next turn.
Oh, yes. She does love visitors.
We'll see if he challenges my Thresh here. With the, he chooses not to. Okay, so we take 7. Not ideal. But now... Ooh, and a Glimpse Beyond there is excellent as well. Now we're going to drop Curse Keeper and set up a huge swing full of sharks.
History is forged anew.
So we're gonna attack like this. Get our sharks in there.
All must end.
I could have even gone for a Glimpse Beyond on this Cursed Keeper before attacking there, to see if I could draw the what's it called? The Playful Trickster. But it's alright. It's alright that we don't. Thresh is leveling up here. And Black Spear is going to be able to take down either of these units here. We're going to take down Inviolus while we have the chance. With our Black Spear here. And our opponent is at 5 health.
With a little time, I'll have a breakthrough.
Inviolus is a bigger deal because it summons more dragons than this Stalking Broodmother. We have a great blocker for Stalking, so I'm not worried about it. I mean, yeah, it has Scout, but it's only going to get 1 attack off. Okay. We're going to need to use these glimpses here. Alright. Do you have a Sharp Sight? The Sharp Sight number 2 from this deck? Yeah, I used 1 on Shyvana. I'm not sure why he just open attacked with that there. I don't know. I don't mind. Now, I'd love to use a Glimpse here, but I'm going to pass. If he does nothing and he just passes back, we will attack with Thresh here. Alright, so he drops an Inviolus.
Oh dear.
We are gonna glimpse now. Because I would like to block that. If possible. He might have a single combat. If he does, we have the second Glimpse Beyond. Oh, I didn't want him to use it there though. I think we will. We'll go for both. We'll go for both glimpses here. That's not what we want. What else? What else you got for me? That's more like it right there. Heck yeah. 3 sharks. So we could actually just take this damage, I think. I'm actually just gonna take that damage and then drop Hecarim. Attacking with these two, I think we'll... No, wait, actually, Hecarim himself. We maybe should have blocked there, because attacking with Hecarim alone fills up our board. Now, this is a Dragon's deck, which means it's possible he's running Judgment. Okay, he's not running Judgment. We get him with a board full of sharks. Oh my god, that's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. Ah, that makes me so happy. We didn't get to rally. We didn't get to rally our sharks that game, but we just got 3 sharks on the board and then attacked with Hecarim, and that was pretty much that. So let's go again. Let's see if we can get a good shark rally turn in there, and I'll show you why we are running these 2 regions together. Okay. We see... Oh, is this Swim's deck? Is this Swim's Lucian Callista deck? If so, we could be in trouble. We need to be fast. We need to mull everything here and get... Vile Feasts are good. Sharks might even be too slow. These Vile Feasts are really good. So, Swim made a video. Swim made a deck. Yeah, that's what this is. Built around Lucian and Callista, where essentially the idea is to flood the board with a bunch of little things as fast as possible. And then like get Lucian and or Callista to level up, and then like start rallying with Lucian over and over with like all these tiny units. It's really cool. It's a really cool deck. It is a bit inconsistent. I've tried it myself and it's a ton of fun, let me tell you. This looks like a really good opportunity to drop our first shark. The way you beat this deck is to kill it little bits and pieces at a time. Kind of the same way you would try to take down an elite's deck. You don't want to wipe their board out all at once. You want to chip them down little bits at a time, and that's because they run Remembrance. So the idea, one of the key tenets of this deck that my opponent is running is to get his Remembrances down to 0 mana, if he can. Yeah, okay, he's going for it. Oh god. Oh jeez. I'm gonna play this just to see what I can find. That's pretty beautiful. We're gonna drop that.
Nothing like the stink of blood and sweat.
But yeah, this deck wants to kill you on like turn 5 or so. Yeah. Oh, he's coming. He's coming in. Oh, I'm spooked. We're gonna get a Jagged Butcher down. This one's ephemeral, but that's okay.
Grow follows.
Wait a minute. What's going on right now? If I do nothing, Lucian levels up,
Say your farewells.
but doesn't rally. And I do not want my opponent to rally, so we're gonna do this. Actually, he could, if he rallies, we just, I don't know. We don't want him to rally. So I'm specifically not blocking this 2-1 with my 1-1 because if I do that, Lucian will get a rally off, and we're gonna prevent that.
I'll sleep when they're dead.
All right, we're gonna play Thresh as a means to take down this Lucian. Yeah.
I'm gonna kill you and destroy her too.
They really hate each other, by the way, in case you didn't know. So we're gonna go
Don't need riches.
full attack here. We'll put Thresh in front. Now this deck does have Sharp Sight. Actually, he's offering to end the round. I could just burn his mana. I am actually a little scared of Sharp Sight, so I'm gonna pass back. We'll see if that's a big mistake or not.
Been a long path.
Okay, that's not ideal. Lucian's gonna get fearsome. That's a big problem. That's a big problem. Let's see what we can find. Not quite.
Narratives and inevitability.
Ah, dang. We're gonna have to trade Thresh for Lucian here. Oh, yikes.
Fresh catch? Well, it was fresh.
Maybe I should have threatened him. I probably should have used Thresh to try to take down Lucian on my opponent's last turn. Cuz this is bad. We only take 5 damage. I'm not sure the 3 damage on Lucian matters, or the 2 damage, I guess, on Lucian. So I think I'm just gonna glimpse Thresh. We have to hope he doesn't have another Lucian in hand for the Relentless Pursuit. Oh, he's going Mark of the Isles. Okay, well, we definitely know he doesn't have Relentless Pursuit then. As we see our own Hecarim. Oh, he went Mark of the Isles so he could rally. Oh, that's really smart. He's got us, I think. That was really cool. That was a really cool play. I can't do anything about that. Yeah, he got the rally off. That was really cool. Yeah, can't block him. That was well played. I guess we should have tried to kill Lucian with Thresh and just played into Sharp Sight, but if he had had Sharp Sight, we would have been in the exact same position, actually a worse position. So that happens. That's a really cool deck. If you guys want to learn how to play that deck, go check out Swimstream and his YouTube channel. He did a really cool video on it where he won with that deck on like turn 4, just obliterated I think it was an Elites deck or something. So if you want to learn how to play that deck, go check out his channel. It's really cool. All right, Ezreal Swain. Here we are. Here we are. We'll keep the Blighted and Cursed Keeper combo. Just one Cursed Keeper though. This is a matchup in which the Harrowing might be able to come into play. We only have one in our deck. I don't think that warrants us keeping it here. I don't think we keep it. If we draw into it later, then great, but I don't think we ever keep that in our opening hand. Oh my goodness. I swear I have spells in the deck. A couple.
We weren't expecting callers.
We are just gonna slap down this Blighted.
Oh, fresh soil.
Lay down the combo. Our opponent likely will Static Shock, like the Blighted Caretaker and Sapling. Oh, he doesn't. He goes for a stun. That's fair. That's fair.
Come this way.
We'll see if he has a Mystic Shot or anything to save his sentry here. Nope. Nothing doing. Thermo Beam. Alright. That's fine. That's so fine. This is a nice spot to be in, I think. I'm gonna drop down. We're gonna drop Cursed Keeper and Blighted Caretaker and threaten to do it all over again. Now, we could also play Thresh here. Thresh might actually be a little too slow. So I think I will Blighted here. Actually, we're gonna start with Jagged. We're gonna start with the Jagged Butcher. See if he has any units for us, and then we're gonna go Blighted. We do have double Black Spear, so if he drops his Swain,
Vision to see what others.
he'll be in trouble.
Everyone's a garden.
At this moment, we kind of feel like we're just playing They Who Endure, huh?
They grow up so fast.
This is how They Who Endure likes to play sometimes. Just make a million units, pop your Cursed Keepers, and just go face. Alright, so he's Death's Handing way over there. That is totally fine.
Their time has come.
We're gonna take down Swain.
My legacy.
Black Spear, now that it is buffed, by the way, if he ever drops Ezreal and starts shooting stuff, Black Spear will kill Ezreal. Even if Ezreal levels up, there's no way he escapes Black Spear range. I could play Thresh here. I'd rather play the Monkey Idol and set up the Monkey next turn, and then play Thresh next turn. That might be, this honestly just might be too much. Ooh, there's our Playful Trickster. All right. This is probably game. This is probably GG here. We don't have any sharks. Yeah. We got him. We got him. Ooh. And that's how you take down Ezreal Swain. Just make a ton of units. Just make more units than they can shoot. All right, these have been pretty quick games. I think we have time for a couple more. I really want to showcase this this rally effect. I want to make Playful Trickster get value. I'm actually, for the sake, I think for the sake of the video, normally I would run 2 Citrus Couriers and 2 Playful Tricksters. We're gonna swap them just to see if I can get a showcase of Playful Trickster in the game. Rogue Carry. Alright. Fearsomes. This looks to be a Fearsomes deck. Probably. One of each of those is fine. I don't think we need a whole set of both. Okay. So we're gonna drop the Islander on turn 1.
No one's the wiser.
Which is a fantastic counter to this guy. Or this girl. See if they go for the attack anyway.
Everything's in place.
They do, they do.
Hey, what's that?
Perfectly fine by me, bud. Go for it. Now, on turn 2, we are going to play the non-ephemeral Cursed Keeper, so that on turn 3, we can sack it to Blighted Caretaker.
We weren't expecting callers. She's gonna be so happy.
Alright, Fearsome's incoming. All right, so we have some options here. Now that we have a shark, on turn 4, we're going to play Blighted Caretaker. We should have played this last turn. That was actually a mistake on my part. I forgot who was attacking on turn 3. Yeah, I should have played the ephemeral one earlier. I kind of want to drop this shark. One of them or both of them I'm going to drop. I might drop both.
Explosive
Okay,
point.
never mind. Now we have to Vile Feast. We absolutely Vile Feast that. We'll play the shark next turn. We'll take down the little spider. We have several options here. We could pass. I actually kind of want to pass here. We'll see what he does. If he gives us like a Mistwraith, okay, some decent target for Blighted Caretaker, we'll take advantage. But at that moment, we didn't mind the board. We didn't mind the board state at that moment. Right now, we're gonna go for Stalking Shadows, see if we can find a decent unit. Well, we're gonna find some sharks. If we can survive here, we're gonna be in a great spot. We can survive, we're gonna be in a great spot. We're gonna click OK. As our opponent plays a Doom Beast. He's making it pretty hard to survive. Alright. That means we're gonna have to drop a Blighted now.
Everyone's a garden.
Yeah, this should completely halt his attack. We will drop one shark. We're gonna drop shark number 2. Okay, our opponent goes for Stalking Shadows. This is the turn we go for Blighted Caretaker onto the shark. This is a really neat combo. Blighted Caretaker kills the shark, summons ephemerals, and then the ephemerals just summon the shark right back. Which is fun. Alright, what do we got? Noxian Fervor. Absolutely, dude. We'll take the draw. We'll take the free draw, no problem. Alright, now we have 2 Playful Tricksters. We'll see, and a Hecarim. We'll see if we can get them all to come together this game.
There you are.
We might not need to. This attack alone is pretty devastating for our opponent. Oof, never mind. It was devastating. It was devastating a second ago. These 2 fearsomes can only be blocked by my 3 attack units anyway. So there's no point in reducing their health to 1. We're gonna reduce these ones' health to 1, because that might matter. That is a higher chance of mattering. I suppose we could have attacked with these and traded and offered the trade there. That might have been all right. Shouldn't matter. We're just gonna trade them now, right? We will gladly trade out all of these units. No problemo.
No, 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 no. Give them a chance.
It shouldn't matter here which of these we trade with.
They're saplings.
There's arguments to be made for either one of them. I'm gonna trade with this one so that this 1 damage doesn't happen. We would be at 9 if we had blocked this. Alright, so we play Hecarim. Our opponent could be running Vengeance, but somehow I doubt it. Okay. Here we go. Are you ready? Are you ready for the rally of the sharks? we're going to go up to a total of 9 mana, which means enough for 2 Playful Tricksters here. Alright. We might not need it. We might just kill our opponent right here, to be fair. He's gonna have to make some hard blocks.
Death doesn't scare me. Try me.
Okay. Absolutely, sir. We're gonna Playful Trickster. Just in case our opponent does have a Vengeance, I'm not gonna target Hecarim here. I think I'm gonna target, this is the downside of Playful Trickster, is you have to prevent something from hitting in combat. We'll bring back this one. So we rally. We still clear most of his board. Yeah, and we get him. Look at that. Look at that rally. We're just gonna attack again with Hecarim. Ooh. That's what I like. So, that's how you play that deck. I hope you guys enjoyed those games. I hope that you learned something. I hope you were inspired to go build a weird, wacky deck yourself. My name is Game Boy Rob. I stream on Twitch Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 12 o'clock p.m. That's Pacific Standard Times. Come hang out. We have a really fun time. You can tell me what kind of decks I should build, or what kind of garbage we should be playing on the ladder. So yeah, see you there, and I'll see you guys in the next video.